all amazing people. Hope you're having the most amazing day. Today I'm super excited that I am interviewing a dear friend of mine who I also consider a sister, Mrs. Wyden Doolin. We're talking about childhood friendships, marriage, dreams, goals, aspirations, all that good stuff. And we're gonna make some cranberry mimosas along the way. So stay tuned.
Nothing like living alone. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love my family. Thank you, Lord, for my family. But I loved living by myself. I mean, I could come in, light my candles, my incense. You know, it was my space. I didn't have to worry about anybody messing up my energy in my spot. Like,
Yeah.
I loved living alone, man.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I suggest everyone at some point before you get married and settle down, you have got to live by yourself.
Yeah. Let me put the spirit of Christmas, ooh, back in your soul. Lord have mercy. Listen, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Cooking
Merry
soul.
Christmas, baby.
Is the lighting okay for you? I know you're gonna have to edit this, but
Yeah,
you know, it's a family.
looking like an African goddess.
Girl's bad hair day. Had to come.
Yo, listen, I just sent Eric on a dummy mission. Well, not a dummy mission, but he had to go to Target because he wanted a shower curtain. And I was like, hey, since you're gonna be there, can you pick me up some dark brown or jet black? I need to get these edges before Christmas.
Girl, when I say my curl, oh yeah,
It is bad, and I got the struggle bun. I was like, you know what? It's fine. Because I'm not changing it.
Surprised I haven't started graying yet. The life I live, honey. I don't understand.
Girl, listen, I made it a long time because I remember my mother, God bless her, was gray like since like 32, 35. Like my mother had always been gray for my mother. So it's just little spreckles. So I'm not too bad. My loctician was like, because I wasn't dying, but I was like plucking them because it was like 3 or 4. She's like, you know, when you do that, like 12 more grow back.
More come back. Yep.
Like, dang, I'll just diet. I'll be one of those people. I don't care.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Girl, I
crazy
love
part. Now I understand too why my mother used to be like, at least need my assistance for the back. Because at first I was just down these up here, and then one day Eric was like, you know, you got gray back here. I'm like, no, so I can't see the back of my head.
I love that salt and pepper look though. I love that. Like I'm not trying to rush it on myself.
Right. I'm
looking forward to it.
At 49, I might get you. 39, I'm like, no.
I feel
not quite yet. I need somebody this time to be a teenager. I need everybody to be
girl. I didn't wash this rosemary off, so we just gonna pray.
I don't even have rosemary. Because like first of all, listen, I was like, what the hell is a sprig? So then I had to get the picture.
Yeah, this is a sprig.
But they didn't have it. So they just had like the regular rosemary and the thing. So I don't even have it. I have a lime. I have my sugar.
Left my lime, but I'm not going back in that house, honey. No, they're not catching me up in the trick. Nope.
Oh my goodness. So for those who are watching, I will put the legit, I guess, original recipe and what it should look like.
Right, because we
improvising. And this is what I love about having a friend for over 20 years, because our expectations of each other is like, this could not be. We're gonna roll with it and see.
That's right. That's what we do.
So, and then I was like, I could at least got real cranberry juice. I got Simply cranberry cocktail that nobody in this house drank cranberry juice, and all of a sudden, I got another one.
So funny.
I told you my son, I swear he got an old soul. So he likes his favorite snack now is like cranberry juice and graham crackers. I was like,
oh, that is definitely your son. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. It is like the cutest thing. I was like, you take more cranberry juice? Cranberry juice.
Now, where are we supposed to put the sprig though? We just stick it in there, huh?
So yeah, well the picture, it was like on top, and I was like, well, who's doing that?
Well, I'm using a martini glass because
I am so mad. So I have a flute. And to get
I have this, but it doesn't hold a whole lot, you know. You know, I like to have
my husband. I was like, Eric, can you open this before you leave? So that splat you heard earlier, I was like, dude, that was a good glass. I was like, I
I
appreciate
heard it. I heard it.
Listen, and then Malcolm was in the background. He was like, that was an accident. I was like, it was an accident. It's okay. Oh, I did this backwards. Dang it.
What?
I'm supposed to put the lime with the sugar and then put the sugar on the rim. I just start pouring.
And I didn't put any sugar, but you know what? Look, honey, okay? It's a Sunday in the pandemic. We just trying to make it work.
I'm like, I just cut. Well, I'm gonna use this lime later. I'm gonna have probably more than one. So the second time.
Oh, I know I'm gonna have more than one, honey.
So, again, I will have the instructions in the actual description of how to make the actual drink for your holiday, I guess, virtual meetings. Some people will be gathering, but we will not be.
We will not be either.
No, it will be a house of 3. My mother-in-law may visit. I'm pretty sure she might come, but other than that, no one's getting in.
Yeah, the 7 of us, that's it.
Not bad, though.
No, it's not bad. And I actually do like cranberry juice. We buy it year-round.
Same here.
But
I should have gotten like real cranberry juice. This is the cocktail.
The cocktail mix, yeah.
It might be a little bit too sweet, but yeah. And Eric be making, he doesn't drink mimosas, but he'll drink a mimosa. So he makes it, it's like champagne and beer.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. He likes it. That's the only way he'll drink it. Because he's like, ain't no man drinking no mimosa. I'm like, man, like mimosas.
Sean will drink mimosas with me. He will.
With you. That's the key point is.
Well, yeah.
Out and about.
Think, a group of guys.
I get excited. I'll be like, hold on. Bottomless mimosas.
Right.
Girl, on our honeymoon, we went to St. Thomas, but then we went to like St. John's, and it was their Independence Day, and this little tiny shack of a place was a restaurant. That food was awesome, but it was like bottomless mimosas. When I tell you, when I walked up out of there, I was like,
oh, I know you was on lean, honey.
My God, it was the best time of my life. And then I realized, I'm like, man, we gotta catch a boat like back to work. Fun.
I just had a champagne bubble pop in my eye. That was sexy.
Nice.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Living the dream, honey. Trying to, stay sane in a world full of chaos. So
always.
Yeah. Always.
Unfortunately, like I want that to stop. Like I don't want it to be that is the norm of chaos. Like
right.
I will hope, but it just feels like, well, I want to talk about like childhood and stuff too, but like just like when we were like kids, teenagers, preteens, teenagers.
Yeah.
It didn't seem as like bad, I guess.
It really didn't.
But like when I look at like even stuff that's occurring now, like police brutality, like that was happening then, and we didn't really like. I don't know if it didn't really register to me. Like I was having a conversation with Eric before. I was like, if that Rodney King situation would happen like right now in 2020, like, things would be like totally different.
Yeah.
But back then it was just like, oh, this is horrible. Oh, there were riots. And then it was just like, we knew it was wrong, the way he was like abused and, mishandled. But like there were jokes about, what I'm saying? It was just like the world was just different. I don't know.
I totally agree. I mean, like you said, and looking back, we were pretty aware when we were younger. Like I remember us, you and I, or you and I with, our group of friends or whatever, we would talk about abortion. We would talk about like, our stance on things or whatever. And I think that at some point that changed, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even like, oh, well, this was happening, but we didn't realize it was happening. No, I really think things have just gotten worse. And I think that social media has definitely played a role in a lot of things. But yeah, I look back and I'm proud of, we would lay on the phone for hours and, we'd go to the library. I mean, we would do stuff. We were kids, but we still, I feel like we're pretty aware of what was going on. And we had, you know, we were politicking from a young age, and
right, for sure.
that was, you know, and I feel like at least some of the kids these days that I've been around or seen, like, they don't have those kinds of talks. They're just worried about putting the perfect selfie up on IG and stuff like that. And,
right.
you know, just things are just so different, man. Things are so different.
I think technology is like a blessing and a curse, right? So I think like high school, we talking what, 95, 99, like computers were like cool for like doing papers, right? But like internet stuff, people just like, what is this? No, I'm you know, my mother's biggest thing was like, I am not paying my bills via she wasn't paying by phone, and then she didn't want to pay them like, you know, by the like internet. Because like 99 you could pay like some bills or something, or like direct debits, and you was like, oh no, you know. So
right.
So the biggest thing,
I don't believe in that, honey.
The biggest thing that we had was like email. Like I think I got an email at like 98, 99. No, 99 actually. I think I got 99.
Yep. I still have access to that email account. I created when I was like
17. I have the one from like my Cleveland State days, but the one I had like right out of high school, or right before the end of high school.
End of high school, yeah.
Nah. And I used to have nicknames.
Matter of fact, I want to say you and I were in the computer lab, and I want to say we said
we ain't had no damn computer, because people had computers at home, and I was like, oh y'all.
Oh yeah, no, we had a word processor.
I mean, an affordable. You had a word processor.
Yeah, we had a word processor,
electronic word processor, and I thought that thing was magic. Okay, Robin wouldn't even be there. I'd be at her house with her mother typing up my paper. Robin is at work. Okay,
I'm at
good old Boston Market, wherever she's working at. I'm at her dining room table typing my paper on her word processor.
That's right.
Your mother offered me spaghetti for
that was her go-to, honey.
11 times.
That was her go-to.
When you was like, I got a word processor, and like when you messed up, you could go back. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to like, because I was the queen of that. What was that stuff for the typewriter?
The whiteout.
Yes, nice. Like hold on. I would have to like write out my paper like by hand, and then type it. Like, so when people had computers, oh my goodness, I didn't get a computer. Girl, when did I get a computer? I got a computer when I graduated from college. Like I was in the computer lab. I was in the computer lab like all of my college life, and it will progressively get better. Like the computers at school. So I'm like, this is all right with me. And then I was asking Eric, I was like, do y'all even have computer labs anymore? And he was like maybe one. Maybe
that's crazy, man.
Before it was a computer lab like on like every floor for every like.
Yep, I remember. And you had to pay your little money to get your copies. I think the first 5, you know, you print something out. The first 5 pages might be free. After that, you had to pay, you know, 10 cents or 20 cents a page. Like,
or you can charge it to your for Cleveland State. You could charge
your card. Yep.
That's crazy. And even. I remember I had to charge money to use the dryer. I used the washer and the dryer or something. My car wouldn't work. Like the swipe thing wouldn't work. I was like, I legit had to get on the 14, drive home to do laundry. I was like, just the struggle, just to get some clean clothes. It's just.
But you know, it's like looking back though, you know, us making moves the way we had to make and stuff like that. I mean, that made us tough. That made us strong. I mean, you and I were already tough because of who our mothers were and how we were raised, and you know the area we were in.
Right.
So that also, you know, we were a little rough around the edges, definitely.
Yeah, and you know what though, because it was funny because like I guess I'm not gonna tell the viewers my whole life story, but I guess I was excited to be back in Shaker because I was gone for a year and some months. Right. To some other choices my mother made. And I was excited to be back. And I was just like, oh, I'm back in Shaker, you know, do. And it didn't dawn on me. I don't know at what point it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, we on the borderline. Like we on the.
Right. We really should have gone to Kennedy. We were close to Kennedy. You feel me?
For real. I was like, I could have got bused to John. What was that? John Marshall? Like, because Jason lived like further down the street, and I think he got bused to the west side. And I was like, how in the world?
Yeah, that made no sense.
Yeah. it was crazy. Yeah. But I was like, yeah, they have moved that sign just like a couple inches to the right.
I'm telling you, because I mean, my apartment building was literally, you stand in my parking lot of my apartment building, that was Shaker. You went next door to Hot Sauce Williams, and that was Cleveland. So like I for real was right on the border. And
no, so I was around the corner from you, like literally like that corner.
Like down the street.
Down the street. There's like 10 houses. I'll give 12. Because there was another girl. I think she graduated in 2000. She lived like 2 houses down from me. And then after her house was the sign. So I was like, and then the rest of it was like Barlett. I was like, oh, Cleveland. It's crazy. Like, and like the biggest, one of the regrets I have, like I wish I would have took more advantage of the opportunity. Because even though we lived in a borderline, we still have access to stuff within reason. Because that's some of that access costs extra money that that's what we paying for. I felt like when we were in high school, it was like, you know, we wanted to go to college. That was the thing. But it was also like, specifically you and I, like we had to work. And, you know, it was different when it's like you just kind of working a job for extra money. And like when you work an extra job for like, you need clothes and like food and
a
like,
winter coat and winter boots.
Right. Like it's either like, and then like my checks be so low that I'm making real grown up life decisions like, ride the bus or leave my house 15 minutes early and walk because I could save me $11.25 a week. Like,
right.
Like,
Or it's like I need to get my nails done, but I know that I have a college application fee I have to pay for out of my own pocket.
And those fees, I mean, I don't even know how much they are now, but they was what, $35, $40?
Yeah, depending on like where you were applying, but anywhere between 35 and like 50. So like you said, it was life decisions. Like, okay, I want to go to yours truly on Friday, but I know next week I got to make the college application.
And I mean, a part of it is like it's funny and sad.
Right.
Sad and funny. But it like helped me like because when college got really rough, and I was like, oh, I've been here before. Like this is this ain't nothing. Girl, they cut my phone off in the dorm for like $6, and I was like, my phone been cut off before. Like this ain't nothing to me. You better. And this is before like cell phones was popping, and so I had the little thing outside my door. I was like, y'all better leave me a message.
Yep,
I will walk to your room.
Race board.
I was like, they cut my phone off for $6. I was so, and I think one of the things that was like, I had, I don't want to say this person's name, but they were able to get blank checks for college. And he was on some trash. I was like, I don't understand. And actually it was like quite a few, it was like a couple of guys that I knew at Cleveland State where their parents like giving them blank checks. And I was like, y'all still messing up. I'm like, you don't have to work. You legit only have to go to class. I'm like, I don't, what is your struggle? Cause I don't.
And this is the thing though. And I promise you, I love my people. Oh my gosh. I love us for real. But like, I remember that same situation where it's like I think people were like romanticize the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they didn't have the struggle, but they tried to act like they did. Yeah. And it's like, bruh, like this isn't something you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. You don't aspire for the struggle. Right. And so when people be creating their own storms, like you said, and like messing up, and it's like, man, I wish I was in your situation. Right. And you are like completely blowing it. Like, what is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I get like people have other things. Like I get people have other things going on, and I'm like, okay, that's your struggle. But like the economic part, because some people like, you know, they threw money at his parents were throwing money at him, but they wasn't really like engaging with him. I'm like, I dig it. I was like, listen, mine ain't doing either. I would prefer.
Let me tell you,
the cash. I was like, listen here, okay,
run me some blank checks.
Okay, because Michelle had 3 jobs. On the bus, I'm sharing books with people who were in my class because they couldn't afford them. So, and in my mind, I thought that was a genius idea. And now I was like, that was like the dumbest thing ever to go halvesies on a book, a textbook. with other people. Like, you know, because at first we had a schedule, like we gonna do Monday, whatever day it was. Hold on one second. Yeah, like she couldn't be found. Then some dude drama, and then she locked herself in a room where she had to escape for a couple of days. I'm like, she escape and bring the book back.
Right. So it was, oh my God. Girl, I didn't have my first textbook until my junior year of college. I never had books. I was the one that was borrowing from other people, and then they would give me the book in class and be like, okay, well, I need it by 8 a.m. tomorrow. So then I'd be like, all right, bet. So I'd take the book and try to like make some copies of some of the pages I was going to have to read, or I would just have to legit go back to my dorm and read the material really quickly and take notes so I can meet them later and give them the book back. How I got good grades in college with no books, I will never understand. Like, junior year, you about to be done, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I should have just kept rocking out like I was without books, because I had made it that far. But
so in Ohio what helped me in Ohio was, I don't know, I think it's called like the Link or the Ohio Link or whatever it was called, where every class, and like any Ohio college, public Ohio college that had a course, they had to have at least a couple of books available for students. So it was kind of like it was like an interlibrary loan situation. You could borrow the book up to like 4 weeks, and then you would have to like turn it back in. And so that's cool. At the end of the third week, I would turn it back in, and a new one would be coming. So I might be like 2 days shy sometimes. And I did that. I want to say most of my college experience. And it wasn't until I got the revelation that I was like, political sciences might not be your major, Michelle. I was like, I don't think this is what the Lord has called you to do. But when I changed my major, like the textbooks for my film production and screenwriting classes were, when I say so affordable. Yeah. The other ones, like I started going to half price books, because I would go to my professor and I'd be like, hey, like if I get like this, like, you know, 2 versions ago, how far am I off going to be? And most of my professors were like, you know, the chapters might be mixed up, but if you got time, go ahead. Yeah. So that's what I did. And then that's cool though. Senior year, I really didn't have any.
Necessary, man.
Yeah, I'm barely paying to be here. Like I want to be.
Literally.
I am tired. I feel like I am working jobs. Like I got it was a mess. It was a mess.
It was a lot, man.
It was a mess. And it wasn't like my senior year where I finally felt like, okay, I finally had my own apartment by myself, no roommates. Little tiny apartment. You saw it. But it
was your own.
It was mine. And I was like the happiest I have been. I'm like, this is mine. It's, you know,
there's nothing like living alone. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love my family. Thank you, Lord, for my family. But I loved living by myself. I mean, I could come in, light my candles, my incense. You know, it was my space. I didn't have to worry about anybody messing up my energy in my spot. Like, I loved living alone, man. Yeah. I absolutely loved it. I suggest everyone at some point before you get married and settle down, you have got to live by yourself.
Yeah, happy when I finally was like something clicked, was like, okay, Michelle, this is your apartment. Rent wasn't that much. I mean, it was a lot, but it wasn't a lot. But you know, when you in college, everything's a lot.
Everything's a lot in college.
You cannot go back home. Like that was my thing. Like you cannot go back home. Like if that means you got to miss a meal to pay your rent or whatever it is. It's like you cannot.
Nope.
Go back.
I know, girl.
And
I was the same way. I left at 18. I was not coming back. No, ma'am.
Yeah, Rob was out. Rob left. She left state. Was like, deuces.
Posse out. I had to go, man, for my mental health. You feel me? I had to go.
What's going on, amazing people? I hope you enjoyed VLOGMAS Day 3. You know, when I get together with my best friend / sister, it's always a good time. So much, in fact, that I have to break this video into 3 segments. So this is just part 1, and come back tomorrow for part 2. We'll see you for VLOGMAS Day 4 tomorrow.